Hey,
Okay.
this is Skya with Deadeye Delight. I'm here with the legendary Godfather of Doom. You like Black Sabbath? That's nice. I'm a bigger Pentagram fan. This is Bobby, the one and only fucking, like I said, goddamn father of Doom metal.
Hey, how you doing there, Scott? It's good to meet you. Nice
Good to
talking with
meet you.
you. Thanks for having me on.
Oh, no, the pleasure's mine. Pleasure's mine. Trust me. Been a
It's
fan
some
of yours for a
classic
long time.
old and it's getting harder by the day. Although I don't won't wear them on stage because we have these vein issues being performers. And yeah.
That's so. What you been up to, man?
I'm just getting prepped and getting ready to fly to Seattle next month to start rehearsing our stage set and start recording our brand new album. Um,
Okay.
don't ask me who's on it because I can't tell you yet because of the label holding me back. But there's some prominent people I'm playing with now, and they're well known in the heavy metal field, in quotes. And I'm really proud to be working with them. And we're gonna crank out one hell of a new album. That's all. First one in 10 years. It's a little overdue.
That's a lot overdue. It's a lot overdue. Your comeback has been one of the most successful stories in music history, honestly. It really has.
Thank you, man. I appreciate that.
I
I
mean,
do.
you are a living legend, both figuratively and literally.
Well, yeah, I shouldn't be alive about 10 times over, but I'm still here, still not pushing them up,
uh,
not start napping yet.
you fucking better not, man. I'm hoping to keep you around for at least 20 more years.
Yeah, I'll be up there in a wheelchair.
Well, goddamn, I
The
haven't
jury
seen
will
you.
have to wheel me out of the geriatric ward.
You'll be fine. You'll be fine. Oh, shit, I hadn't seen you live yet,
You
so
haven't
I
seen,
got to.
well,
Nah.
hope with the new lineup, you know.
So let's talk about the starting of Pentagram. You want to kind of touch on that and see?
Where do you want to go from? God, convoluted, all the hassles unraveled. We started back in '71, and we started myself and Jeff O'Keefe, the original drummer from Pentagram. That was the inception of '71 through '76. We started the band. We wanted to be as heavy and loud as Blue Cheer at the time. And that mattered back then because you couldn't get a lot of amps, unless you had some kind of backing, and we didn't have it, so we had to go out and work for it. We didn't play much in the early days. Couldn't get engaged, we did all original material. Back then it was taboo. You don't play dance music, you're not playing in this club. You know.
Yeah, I could see
And
that.
it's now it's evolved into Hellfest and Swede Rock and all over the world. Thank God. Oh boy. Long time coming. A lot of
Yeah,
work.
yeah, I agree with that. The modern day, the pop music and all that just kills everything pretty much.
I can't
And
see most of it. That's just
I,
my opinion for social
I
media purposes. That bullshit. I love it. I hate it. I love it. Oh, wait a minute. Which one of me is it?
yeah, dude, social media makes us all bipolar, I swear.
I'm telling you, man. Now they got these new things I read yesterday in the Supreme Court where they're going to start trying to make a law against social media making mental illness in young children and stuff like this. And it's like, wow, the,
Jesus,
the robots took over. What can I say? It's the truth. You know?
I'd agree with you. So I know you did that, and then I
Then
know
moved
the
into the high voltage era Pentagram 78, 9. And just had a brand new single re-released of "Living in Ram's Head" and "When the Screams Come" on the little company, just a very limited pressing of 500 copies on Chained Records out of LA. Buy it, push, sell. The
I'll keep
social media here.
buy his shit. Just buy it. That's all you gotta do. Buy his shit. Come to his shows. Have a good time. but most importantly, come buy this guy's shit. It's how he
And
makes a living.
maybe someday I will die a thousandaire.
And I'm sure you can attest to this. Anybody that tries to get in the music business to make a living out of it or make a career money, I've heard so many people say, I want to do that. And I'm like, you're not going to like it.
It's wild, man. It's nuts. It's not a good profession to get into. Be the first to attest to that. But hey, it's what I chose. You know, when I was a little kid, I've been playing music professionally since I was 11 years old. I'm 70 and I'm still doing this shit now. You know,
A buddy of mine's like, I'm going to do it. And I was like, are you married? He's like, yeah, get ready for divorce.
forget it. Yep. Plan to be away from the wife forever and, you know, see the kid for a few years and keep rolling. Oh, God. You know, it can be really grueling on your personal life. If you have,
Yeah.
if you get to have one, I mean, you're married to the band members. And that's,
Oh,
you know,
I'm
hey.
good. I'm good. There's a reason why I'm not in a band anymore. So that's probably one of them. And maybe divorce helped out with that too, but still.
Okay. Yeah. Well, luckily, still married 15 years coming this year, happily. I'm still, you know, involved with
Congratulations.
and my little boy, my one son, little Bobby. And, you know, I'll never get divorced. It's my wife loves me to death and she tolerates all the bullshit and crazy antics that have gone on through the years and the ups and downs and everything. And we don't live together. We're separated for 10 years, but it still works. You know, it works if you work. That's what I've heard.
So I know at one point you had Victor Griffin in the band.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Victor's in the band from let's see which one of the four times you want or five times.
Yeah, that you know what? It's one of those things where when you have a band like yours that's been around for a long time, you're going to have a rotating door. It's
Exactly.
very hard to keep
People,
that.
yeah, people don't understand the fact that, you know, in a half a century, what the hell do you expect, for Christ's sake? You
Yeah.
know, great. People come and people go, you know, and everyone in your family's not still alive once you're 35 or and up, you know. I mean, people start, you know, they go off into their own, you know, facets of, you know, whatever it may be.
So do you and Victor talk anymore?
Yeah, we talk regularly
Okay.
and we see each other on occasion. And, you know, we were together last year on stage again. First time
Nice.
in 8 years, 7 years. God, who keeps calling me? I can't believe this. And they, you know, that's the pisser about doing this on a phone, and I don't own a laptop. So, you know, keep trying, keep calling, you know, because I took you a call a week ago and you pissed off, you know, and just disappeared. And now you want to punch my button over and over again. It's like George Carlin, God. You know, I wanted to pass me behind me on the road, and he kept honking and honking. So I got behind him for a minute, and then I let him go on, and I just followed him for about 10 miles. And then I started honking my horn at him instead, and I pulled up beside him and then purposely didn't go around him and kept just looking in his window like, now what? Your move. You know, it's brilliant comedian. What a loss. God, I love George Carlin.
Dude, he wouldn't survive in this culture nowadays, but I love him.
His brilliance is untouchable. My God, his insight into life and never told the joke. Just
Yeah.
told you what we do as these human beings. I call us human beings. We're not human beings. We're human beings. You know, there's beings, white beings, and human beings, right?
To me, he was like he reminded me a lot of Lenny Bruce. When Lenny
Mm-hmm.
Bruce would pick up that newspaper and just go through it and tell you all the shit that's going
I'm in
on.
just commentary. It's not really making jokes. It's just pointing out the absurdities of human life.
Yeah,
We're
that's
wild
what I like.
on this planet. Hey, that's his life, man.
That
And
is life.
it's
So
strange.
I'm gonna tell you how I first heard about you.
Okay.
So I was in my.
By the way, I love your background. I had to put that
Oh,
plug.
thank you, thank you,
That's
thank you. I just noticed that it's backwards name wise, and I was like, God damn it.
I can't even see the top of the letter, so it doesn't matter. I'll
See,
excuse.
that's if you're happy, I'm happy. That's all that matters.
Hey, look at them Walking Dead, all of them. That's
Uh, so I used to read Decibel magazine religiously, and I was
oh,
flipping through,
uh-huh.
and they did an article on you and the DVD, and I was like, Pentagram. I was like, okay,
Right.
I'll check them out. So the first thing I did actually was I found the DVD, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna watch this, you know. And of all
The
the
double
docu
Things DVD, the double live DVD, or
no, no, the one about your comeback and your
oh,
personal story.
the movie, yeah, yeah, the
Yeah.
music, yeah. Hmm.
And I'm not afraid to admit this. I cried.
A lot of people tell me that I cry when I watch it now too. It brings a tear to my eye because it's kind of tears of joy because I've still gotten to keep, God's been good to me, man. Lets me strive on somehow. I've definitely been a survivor. I do give me that, and I hope it'll last a few more years.
It
I'm
fucking
sure.
better.
I'm sure it will. In fact,
If it doesn't, I will come up there, and you don't want to see me in person. I'm a big guy.
those guys behind you on me.
Only when I don't have my coffee, I'm like them.
Okay, I hear you. Hey, me too, man. But only one cup because if I drink more than one, I like it real strong. Like I like espresso when I'm in Europe, even, and if I drink it real strong and I drink more than one cup, it's I'm on crack again. Oh my God.
Have you ever tried a Turkish coffee? They serve it to you in that tiny little cup.
Itty bitty. It's like a demitas. It's a little one tip, little dollhouse cup, right?
I made the mistake of I was
And
like,
you're wired
I fucking had four in a row, and I was just like, I could,
because it's 4 tips, right?
yeah.
You know, Jesus, that's like, hey, Alice, bang, zoom to the moon.
And it was I never did hard drugs, but I think that's the closest I ever got to cocaine in my life.
Excuse me, but oh, now it's time to clear our throat. Thank you. Now back. Yeah. All right, here we go. Put a happy voice.
You still got an amazing voice. You still got
Oh,
an
thank
amazing
you,
voice.
man. I try. I was always Avis instead of Hertz. I was number 2, so I had to try harder. Actually, I was got all the accolades. What the hell? They're worth it. Hey, I love them
I
too.
I think so. I think so.
Mhm.
A lot of a lot of people will say, well, Black Sabbath, and don't get me wrong, I respect Black Sabbath. I'm not going to discredit them,
Definitely.
but when it comes to old school doom metal, I go to Pentagram and I go to Saint Vitus. I go to those two bands
Well,
because it.
funny because I'm very, very dear friends with Henry Vasquez, which you'll be hearing his name a lot more. That's all I'm going to. But no, can't say that. No.
I was pretty happy to hear the original vocalist came back to those guys in St. Vitus. I was really
Scott,
happy to hear that.
Scott Riggers, yeah, I think I met him one time. I really don't know Scotty, but I think he was a good vocalist myself. I love Wino's voice too, of course, but I wasn't a big Vitus fan, to be honest.
Really?
Yeah,
It's all that damn blue cheer.
that's right. They deafened me. Please, help me. Wow.
Oh, and then you hear the rest of the album, and you're like, "What the hell?" It just you guys slowed it down or something. What you teased me with like two or three heart songs, and then all of a sudden just stop.
But yeah, yeah. St. Vitus, I like the first album a whole lot.
Yeah,
I really love the first album still. And a lot of people say that about a lot of bands because it's like when you're coming out and here's your first splash, you're fresh new. Here we are, presenting us. It becomes hard to override that because people get this stigmatizing of, this is what they're supposed to sound like forever. And they don't
yeah.
think about the fact that, hey, bands evolve, man. Bands do go through these little, slight changes, especially in 50 years. Give me a break.
Oh
You
yeah.
know,
I would agree. I mean, hell, you with your music, you've gotten heavier as you've progressed. I've noticed.
well, that's cool. That works for me. I'll take it. Hopefully the new album's going to be a heavy motherfucker.
What do you mean? Hopefully, it's gonna be. We all know it's gonna be.
It'll be Pentamusic, stage 5. Right? Yeah, that's the truth, really. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's what we're planning on doing.
that's good. That's good. Where are you guys gonna tour? You gonna tour?
We start we kick off the first thing that we're doing, and we're going to start touring. Like we want to start going out like for an entire month at a time, starting next year. But we're starting at the end of September, actually, in Madrid, and a couple of places in Spain, a couple of places in Greece, and Switzerland, and Germany, and then we're going to come back home, and then we've got some things lined up next year already. Proposals from to come back to South America, the wildest, craziest, best fans I can't, not to rank on anybody else,
No,
but damn, they're untouchable. And then after that, we got a new thing on the table that was supposed to happen in 2019-20 turn of, but of course, the world shut down, and we're going back and definitely putting on the books Japan, Australia, New Zealand. So can't wait. I've always
oof.
I love Aussies.
I mean, I would love to do that, but the jet lag is what would kill me.
13-hour flight one way. I mean, on the plane actually too. You're not time changes and blah blah blah.
Yeah. I mean, I flew to oh God, what is it? Jesus, you'd have asked me, I'd have told you. It's past Jamaica. It's a tiny set of islands. Um, but when we had to fly there,
Maybe the Caymans or no, they're on the
uh,
way.
I can't remember. It starts with an M, but it was a fucking 15-hour flight, and I was like, this is no.
Yeah, last time when we flew home on the last gig that we did with the last lineup of Pentagram a couple of weeks ago, I got the front row in one of the sections and I was like, I can stretch my feet out, man. This is a trip. And then I couldn't put the table thing up right though because it's not the normal kind. Scoot over this little slot, and so I said, I'm not gonna sit in the front row anymore. Damn it. Wedge me in. What the hell? I'll compress.
I think I have a harder time than you. I'm like over 6'1", so my damn knees come up
Oh,
to here, and I'm a big guy too. So they're like, make sure you fast. Put your seat, and I'm like, lady, I'm so stuck into this. If it crashes, I'm not going nowhere.
yeah, my knees are broken right away, right? And start from there. I know. I was gonna tell the guys when they book me the new flights to make sure they get me the window seat in case I get angry and tooth bend up so I can jump.
I don't like flying. I don't like it. I'm
I love
claustrophobic.
I I'm somewhat, well, no, I'm afraid of heights. of this and that. Yeah, but
Yeah.
not the plane, man. And I love that. I love the G's. You don't get them as good anymore as you used to because the planes are getting more refined. But I like when you feel that lift off. Like, what a rush.
If I want to feel the G's, I'll ask my wife to drive the car. That way I'll feel it.
Okay. I gotcha. Yeah.
As soon as she sees this, she'll kill me, but that's okay. You know, I've lived a good life.
Yeah. Go.
So tell me a little bit about the writing process when it comes to your albums. How
um,
do you go about doing them?
the well, in the past, there's been no real process. It just kind of you got some idea, or you have music, and I write lyrics, or I write music, and you change some lyrics around. I'm pretty insistent on writing the lyrics because, like, I'm the front guy, and yes, I've got lead singer syndrome, and so I like the fact that since I'm expressing what the nature of the content is verbally, it matters a lot to me to write the lyrics, and I've really gotten pretty damn good at it. Actually, I don't. I mean, I'm getting better. I didn't my old songs when I listen back to them. It's like, well, does this make sense? I don't know. Well, I guess it kind of does, because I want it to, but but it's gotten more cohesive, I guess, or fluid. Yeah. Now in my but
I
there's no
mean,
real right. It's just you know different people contribute different things, and as you go through the years with the band, there are different. Uh, I guess there's different type of structural division, in the writers and that kind of thing. Like, for instance, in the early days, I wrote 90% of all the music and the lyrics, and then Jeff started contributing some of the music, and we kind of went in a little bit here and there on lyrics. And then when Victor and I got together, him and I had a very cohesive nature in blending our songwriting, and we didn't co-write because the songs, like the first album, is like mine, his, mine, his. We co-wrote All Your Sins, and that was it, and Burning Savior. And other than that, he wrote the music and lyrics to his stuff. I wrote the music and lyrics to mine. But we kind of had a fluidity again, I say, in our writing styles and our idea of what we wanted to do. And so then that one morphed again, and you have later era where we just kind of we became a legacy band, actually, in the fact that now we're expected to do all of these certain songs on stage, and it's
yeah,
not going to be the case, though. Fortunately, I'm glad when the new first there's before the new album, Heavy Psych Sounds is re-releasing Sub Basement and Review Your Choices. And Sub Basement is my favorite album ever by Pentagram. That was just my Hasselbander, and he did all the musical instruments on the albums, and I wrote the lyrics, and yeah, we worked together really great. We're going to be doing like 4 or 5 songs off of Sub Basement and Review Choices, and put those into the set and knock out some of the older stuff, and keep some of the ones we have to keep, of course, because the fans expect that. You got to remember, every night you're playing, you didn't play there last night. There's new people. There's people who haven't seen you. There's a different generation now. It's third generation already, like Dead Boys, Third Generation Nation. It's a good buddy of mine, Cheetah. Loves Cheetah. I got to sing for the Dead Boys in 2017 for their 40th anniversary show at South by
wow,
Southwest. And it was really great because I love the Dead Boys. Plug. Yes, go Cheetah.
damn.
I, I like a lot of classic punk stuff too.
Oh
That's
yeah,
why
yeah.
I did the album called The Limit, Caveman Logic, and it was released in 2021. And we're mixing currently the brand new album, myself and Sonny Vincent. who's a punk legend from way back in the early CBGBs and Max's Kansas City days. And we wrote all the stuff, on the first album practically, and everything together on the new album, except for one song. And it's a classic punk and classic hard rock blend. And I like the Damned, Pistols,
Yes.
Vibrators, the Saints, the Dead Boys, the Heartbreakers, Ramones, all of that stuff, the Dolls. I love all that,
Oh
really.
yeah.
That's killer.
I'm a huge fan of the New York Dolls. I love them.
Oh, yeah. I remember the Dolls used our equipment in 1973 when I got to know them all back then. And their equipment got rerouted accidentally to Chicago. And we had to go load up all of our equipment because they used the exact same equipment we did. I mean, identically. And there's pictures that I have of the Dolls playing on stage at Listener Auditorium downtown in DC with Pentagram's bass drum up there. It says Pentagram. And Davy Joe, he threw his jean jacket over it so it wouldn't show, hey, this is not the Dolls. Yeah, there's up there, in Sylvain in front of the Pentagram bass drum, stuff like that. They were nice people. I like the Dolls. They're a great band. Great rock and roll.
Oh yeah.
And
And
innovative as hell. I mean, that's
oh, yeah.
utmost cool. Yeah.
You're like the second person I've talked to that's played at CBGB. My friend Barry, his band, Go to Mentis, they actually played there. They're kind of they just got back together after I don't know how many years,
Mm-hmm.
but they're I guess you could consider them. I would consider them like the originators of hardcore mixed with death metal.
Uh-huh.
But they played there and they recorded it. So and they're back together now, and just so many great bands are coming back, and I'm just like fanboying and shit.
I do the same thing, man, all the time. And I think people are too judgmental about, well, it's good, but it's not the old stuff. I just give kudos to the fact that these people still got the gumption to get the fuck back up there and let's do it again. Why not? Go for it, man.
Fuck
Shoot them
yeah.
go for broke. Why not? Yeah.
I've always told people when it comes to music critic, I don't really consider myself a music critic because I don't want to talk about an album I don't like. It doesn't
Uh-huh.
benefit me, and it doesn't benefit anybody that's watching. But my thing is, in the past when I played, somebody was like, "Oh, that song sucks," and I said, well, "Come up here and play it." I was like, "You think it sucks? Come up here and play it. Here's the
Yeah.
microphone. Here's the
Do it.
guitar. Come up here. Play it better than me."
Yeah. Yeah. I happen to be a musician, and that's the one thing that I think I've proven to the world that I know what I'm doing when it comes to the
Yeah,
music spectrum. And let the music do the talking. Let me do it. Just
yeah,
let me do it. If you don't play, I totally respect you as a fan. I totally respect you as a person. But that's what I do. It's my profession, man, and I do know what I'm doing when it comes to that. So, I'm not tooting my horn. I'm just saying I know the ropes. I've been there, done
yeah,
that for half a century now. One band, holding the flag, and why not?
yeah.
I love it. It's my passion. Everybody's got a passion, right?
It's true. It's true.
Hopefully.
Yeah, yeah. You made a comment about having a lead singer. Was it lead singer syndrome?
Yeah, LSS.
So
Yeah.
so let me clarify that for you. Out of all the singers I've met in my life, you are not a prima donna by any means.
Oh, thanks, man. I
I,
appreciate. I try not. I really try not to be. I don't like that snooty. I'm the shit because I'm not. Like I said when we first met, when we were off the air talking, so I'm just another guy like you, man.
yeah,
And it's true. I mean, we all got our fields we excel in and stuff, and nobody elected the singer as the whole band. It's like, yes, Pentagram is me, but I am not Pentagram.
yeah,
If that makes sense, I
yeah.
need
That
all
makes sense.
the whole thing to do it. It takes the whole machine.
Yeah. because I interviewed. I'm not going to name names because I try to be a nice guy.
Right?
Usually
Me
try to be
too.
nice.
Me too. Don't touch
Uh,
me.
but I interviewed, and he was like, he's like, well, how old are you? And I was like, I'll be 42 this year. And he's like, oh, so you don't really know much about metal. And my eyes started to twitch, and I was like, what? He's like, well, I've been around since the 70s, and he was a lead vocalist, and he was talking about we invented this, we invented that, and I'm like, my eye was still, I think I was about to have like a PTSD flashback or some shit. And we got
Yeah.
done with it, and we were still talking, and he was like, yeah, he's like, well, I got stuff to do, man. He's like, I didn't expect this, and hung up, and I said, all right, okay, motherfucker. I see how
He's
it, and
another jackass, right? All right.
it'll never air. It will never air.
Oh well.
I
Your
told
law,
my
right? That's what he's thinking.
I told my brother Barry about it, and he was like, "Don't you air that shit." He's like, "Don't you dare air that shit."
Hey, some people got their head up their ass. What can you say? Yeah. I
Well, I
tried
mean,
years ago, like Ted Nugent said many years ago to me. He said this in 1973 on Plus Stage. He says, we don't need those lights in here, Mr. Lightman. And he said, we don't need those lights in here. And then he said, the air is a lot better outside your ass.
well,
Fact.
well, the thing people should take into account is your music is a soundtrack to people's lives. Um, when the First Days Here came out, I bought that. First Days Here 2 came out. I had those two albums,
Mm-hmm.
and I was in a dark place. I just got divorced after 10 years. I lost everything, the car, the house, the dog, even. I shit you not, lost the dog.
I understand that one.
And I was like, God
But
damn.
not with the dog. Yeah.
But your music really helped me get through that tough time in my life.
That's good, man. That's a good feeling to me in my heart. See, that's the kind of stuff that I like to hear. It's like keep your glass half full, man. If you made it through and we helped you get through, that's great. I had a guy tell me a couple of weeks ago at a gig. He said, you know, you're the record. Karma Queen was playing the first time I made love to my wife. And I was like, oh, cool. You'll remember that moment the rest of your life then, right? Yeah, you'll remember these dark times and how you got through them and what helped you through. And that's cool, man. That makes me feel good. I like to make people feel good. That's what I do. I like to entertain people, you know.
I mean, you're a good guy. Everyone could tell that. Your personality, the way you carry yourself, you're of a lot of musicians, you're one of the most humble ones I've ever, watched interviews with. And the way, even your stage show, I mean, you do command the audience, but you also treat the audience like they're your family. And you don't get that a
The
lot these days.
audience were not there.
Yeah.
I never forget that. It's always in the forefront of my mind. So they're the ones who are making you significant, you know.
Yeah. I would agree with that wholeheartedly. That's why I get pissed off when bands go up there and they treat the audience like crap. And I'm like,
Mhm.
this is why you don't have a career.
They mean everything.
Yeah.
Yeah. They paid money to see you. And
Yeah.
money's not you come by now. So it's valuable more than the money. They invested their time.
Yes. And time is something that we can't get back, unfortunately.
Exactly. That's it. Yeah. Yeah. You
That's why,
learn that wisdom. And that's
yeah.
with age, you're supposed to get some. I hope I've gotten some through the years. And uh, there's nothing that can get time back. We measure everything in time in life. So
You've got wisdom. You're like my Obi-Wan Kenobi of doom metal.
okay, I'll take it. Yeah, I'll take that one. I'll put these all in my little bag of tricks and mix them up. See what comes out. I can make it one up it a little bit better next time.
There you go. There you go.
That's what life's about, man. You only get one ticket per customer, right?
Yeah. Yeah. And unfortunately, yeah, you don't get do-overs that much in life. You really
No,
don't.
no. And look, I mean, I've gotten a lot of shots that keep on coming back, bouncing back. Jesus Christ. Wow. So
Yeah.
I humbled me. It's made me feel like, what, you're still, that guy's still around? Yep.
Yeah.
Knock on
I
wood. Yeah. But
yeah. I was talking to my brother Paul from a Hawaiian death metal band called Kai. And I told him I was talking to you, and he's like, "Holy shit, he's still alive!" I was,
yeah,
I was like,
yeah,
"Yeah, he's."
it's a miracle.
I was like, "Yeah, he's still alive. He still makes music."
Yeah, I like it. I like it. The movie, I like it. Jekyll and Hyde together again. When he snorts up all the cocaine, he just falls asleep with the straw in his nose. And there's a
Yeah,
big on the table, and then he wakes up and goes, and his ice cream cone hair sticking up, then orange. And he goes, I like it.
and he had the what was it the pimp rings come out of his skin out of nowhere.
Yeah, that's a great scene. What a fucking classic. Yeah, I like
That's a great fucking movie.
it.
That's a great movie. I'm gonna have to watch it again now.
There you go. All right.
Yeah, quit. You're gonna cause me to have a fucking asthma attack. Not that this doesn't help any.
You want mine?
I'm good.
Yeah. You want mine? Which one do you want? Jesus. The COPD has gotten really bad on me, but I can't stop these. Everything else, yeah, string, you know, this
That's
side, but man, these are a bitch.
well, I had to switch to the electronic version.
I can't afraid of those. The vape thing is got
mm,
that's because that's all. Who knows? That's USDA certified smoking.
well, if I didn't live where I lived, I would be smoking something much better for my health. But unfortunately, I live in
Oh,
one of those
all right.
conservative states, so.
Yeah. Okay. I wish I
But
could smoke pot anymore, man. I can't. I haven't smoked in 30 plus, maybe 40 years or something like that. I can't one toke of it. And it's like, whoa, I'm tripping. And breathe too, and I'm choking, wrenching my guts out while I'm tripping. This is no fun. It's true. Yeah, I can't do that. So, you know, you
I
keep
was.
old habits die hard, but, this one's one that's going to die with me, I think. Uh, I've earned it. I'm 70.
Whatever.
Yeah, Button says.
My buddy Trevor did a live stream, and he had a shroom infused candy bar. He took it and he was like, "Yeah, everything's going good." And he was like, "Holy shit!"
Something's up here, and I think it's me.
I couldn't stop. I texted him the next morning. I was like, "How you feeling?" Like shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
I was like, "That's why I can't do anything anymore, man. I don't even like to drink that much either. I try to avoid it if I can."
I drink, once, twice a year, maybe socially, if that even, and afterwards, total shit.
I try to make music my drug of choice. That's the better way to go in life.
I'll go with music and sex. Yes.
Yeah, yeah, I can go with that too. Sure, sure.
Turns the crank too.
I mean, hell,
Excuse me.
you could say anything, and I wouldn't even think twice about it, man.
I playing hard rock and other things. So,
Yeah, you've been in the scene for a long time, more than I've been alive. Definitely more than I've been alive.
Pretty freaky when you think of it that way, huh?
It is. It
Five
is.
on the earth who's already in Pentagram for 10 years. Yeah. That
You
makes
need.
it put in perspective, right? Like that's a
I'm.
trip.
It is. I'm just waiting for you to adopt me. That's all you got to do. I'll send you the papers and everything.
All right. I'll sign
I'll,
him up. I got a big there anyway.
you'll have fun. I'll send all the kids your way. You can have fun. There you go.
And I love kids too, so
I did too. They keep you on your toes for sure.
they
Definitely
de-
keep you on your toes.
they definitely do. They're a joy. They're
Yeah.
your heart. I
Oh yeah.
love kids. They're great.
Oh yeah. I've got 3 daughters and a son, and every day.
It's real. And it's like, wow, I grew up. What the hell happened here?
I literally, if my dad was alive, I would literally call him up and be like, I'm so sorry for the way I acted.
I'm telling you, man, for real. Yeah, it puts you in that light. It makes you think a minute. Wow.
It
Yeah.
does. It does. It does. I miss my dad. He was a good guy. Good guy.
Folks, every day, yes, my folks are good people, great people
Oh yeah.
all the time.
He was stubborn, but everybody is usually at something.
Yeah, yeah, and you get old, you apply for that license, the feisty license, and you get a little bent on, here and there, and God damn it, I've been around since 30. I do this. So,
That's good. I like that. I like that. So what kind of new bands do you listen to that you're liking?
none. That was a quick answer, wasn't it? And I
That's the
told the
best
truth.
answer.
And I told the truth. That's a fucking shame. No,
Um,
I like Strange News. They're a band with my dear friend Sarah from Daughter Chaos. I like what is it? Oh, Tumble,
okay.
and I like I don't know what they're called now. They're called Head before, but they renamed themselves. I like a little of Uncle Acid things I've heard.
Yeah. Uncle Acid and the Deadbeats.
I just got into this new guy, Marilyn Manson. I started listening to some old Marilyn Manson stuff. I had never listened to him in all the years. And I like the early stuff. Reminds me of Alice Cooper's early stuff. I miss those old bands there, man.
Oh
There,
yeah.
there, there's not more than a small handful that I listen to. I don't listen to much music, to be totally honest. I'm a TV addict, hardcore, and baseball fanatic. My God. I'm 9 to 12 hours. Today's a Tuesday, so the games don't start till 6:40 exactly. And, but I'm a baseball nut. I watch 9 to 12 hours a day of baseball on
Wow.
television and sit patiently and watch every pitch and know the velocity and the spin rates and all this stuff. Now, yeah, I have been since a little boy.
I never got into baseball. I always got into hockey.
The
Hockey
hockey.
was
My
uh
roommate likes. Yeah, she loves the hockey stuff. She says, I
I
like fights. That's not the game, hon.
it is the game. Come on. Yeah, they
Yeah,
literally have
yeah,
a position on the team called a goon to fight.
yeah, that's true too. Yeah, you're right. I never, yeah, it is kind of part of the game. Beat you with a stick. Yeah.
You're talking to an ex-goon, so that's legit.
Hey, hockey's a rough motherfucker. It is
And
too.
that's
They
literally when the
watch all that padding. There's a reason behind that, right? Otherwise, you'd be crunched up quick.
1, 2, 3, yeah,
Mm,
permanent teeth knocked right out.
yeah, I, that's trippy. I I'll stick with baseball. Thank you.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It was an interesting sport to play when the coach would come by and he's like, "Okay, Keller," and
That's
he'd point out which person. He's like, 13, 13. I'm like, okay.
yeah, go after that one.
Yeah, I don't think I ever hit a puck in my life.
But you get a lot of people, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
It is a street brawl, man. Hockey and I watched a little rugby last year, and that's the same thing. They get in this thing, and then all of a sudden they're just all piling up, beating the shit out of each other, and then the ball emerges, and then we start over again. It's
When I worked at the hospital, one of the nurses there was a rugby player. So whenever we had issues, because I worked, it was a psych ward, but whenever we had issues and a patient would try to attack one of us, she was right there with me. I was
oh,
like, damn.
that's cool. Hey, good to have a right. It doesn't matter who it is. Hey, that's fine. It's good for you.
You don't want to hear those stories in the psych ward. They were bad.
I've been in a few. Yeah,
It's not all fun and
on
games.
the way. Yeah.
Uh, Honestly, the funniest story I tell people is when this old lady bit my arm so hard when I pulled back, her false teeth were still stuck to my arm.
Oh, 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 poor thing.
I couldn't be mad either because I couldn't stop laughing.
Right, right. Yeah.
It was some
Here's my,
Looney Tunes type shit. It's
yeah,
like, Christ.
that's the truth.
And my manager was like, "Do you want to file a complaint?" I was like, "Yeah, yeah." They didn't chatter when they hit the ground. That's my complaint.
Yeah, it wasn't cartoony enough. Yeah. Mhm.
God damn. I hadn't had this much fun talking to somebody since my attorney during my divorce.
Oh, wow, cool. Thank you. Thank,
Thank you
good.
for
But
everything, man.
I'm glad you enjoyed yourself.
Hell yeah. Why wouldn't I?
Hey, it's all worth the price of the admission, right?
Gets me right here. That's what keeps me going in life.
That's right.
That and all the damn coffee and nicotine.
Oh, cigarettes and coffee, right?
I'm
And
healthy.
lots of adrenaline. When I get up on stage, I don't know how I do it. If I walk up a 3-degree incline, I'm out of breath in like 5 steps. And then for an hour and 20 minutes every night, something happens. And I'm allowed to get up there and keep moving and singing and my voice still works. It's a miracle, man. The human
I,
body.
it is. I've seen YouTube videos of your live performances, and I'm like, fuck, you are like a animal on the stage. The way you carry yourself and sing and
Not
dance.
more, not anymore like a dead animal, maybe roadkill, but yeah, I try to keep going up there. And it's really strange because so much adrenaline, that's a strong fucking drug, adrenaline.
It is. It
My,
is.
I mean, when they shoot people in the heart when they're ODs, wake you up. Hey, I'm back. That's some powerful shit there.
Been there. Been there. I have
Yeah.
been there.
Okay.
When that shit kicks in, you are ready and revving to go.
I remember. Yeah. Even the movie where I get back, they gave me a shot of Narcan backstage, and I'm ready to go again. Okay. Stage, and then I fell down in these rooms again. And that initial burst, man, it's a motherfucker, isn't it?
I I'm sure. Have you ever had any heart tests done?
Yes, I have. Yeah,
Do
I've got
you
in.
have?
But
Did you ever have the one where they injected your heart? Well, pretty much they inject you with adrenaline while you're awake to see how the white platelets move.
no.
They did that one to me. They had three nurses on. They had nurses holding me down on each side, and they're like, "Okay, you're gonna feel a little bit of a energy." He
Ooh,
pushed he pushed that shit down, and I thought I was about to launch. And they're all holding me down. I'm like,
God, no, no. Oh, I can't stand this. Listen to this. My God. That'd be what a drag.
I don't know. I felt good at the moment.
Did you? Yeah, I got you there, all right.
After it was over with, I was like, I'm okay. Passed out.
Yep. Yeah, it's like the surge and then nosedive.
Yeah. And playing on stage felt the same. That adrenaline rush.
Yes, there's nothing like it. I've never
No.
gotten a rush off any drug that's like the first notes that come on, about 5-10 seconds into the first song. It's like, wow, going
Oh, yeah.
over the roller coaster and going up in the air afterwards. Yeah,
It
it's a
is.
trip. It is. It's a real fucking rush, man. People
Do you
out
ever?
there.
No, no, go ahead. Go ahead.
No, I wouldn't say anything else. I have nothing to
And,
say. Go on. Go.
one day I'll tell you who that is. One day I'll tell you who that is.
Yeah.
Do you ever get nervous performing, or are you so conditioned to you're
Every
just like,
time I always get the butterflies. The initial pump turns on, and it's like, oh, there it is. It's the IV of adrenaline. But after that wears down, after about a minute or two into it, when you're laboring for your life up there, and you exerted all the initial shot, and you wear back down, I'm not nervous. Not nervous, just the butterflies. Sometimes I'm nervous at big festivals.
I
Uh,
haven't played. Oh,
when
oh,
you're playing for 100,000 people and it's out there and it's a sea of people as far as you can look and as far as your eye can perceive, it becomes pretty hairy sometimes. Yeah. I get
I
nervous.
I never played festivals. I've only played venues when I played, and just now starting back, like I'm just now playing acoustic guitar and trying to actually maybe I'll do something musically, but right now it's just therapy for me.
Right.
But I don't
That's
know, honestly.
it's good for you then.
I don't know if I'd ever play a festival because I'd probably my anxiety be through the roof and I'd probably just hit one note on the guitar and pass out.
Hey, I like the small venues for the reason that you can relate though up and back with the people. And you can't do that at the festivals. The festivals is just such an overload though of wow, these people are all out there watching me. And because you're obviously an exhibitionist if you play music.
Oh
You
yeah,
have some
yeah.
factor of exhibitionist in you. And when you're at the big places, it's overwhelming. It really is. But the little places are cooler in the sense that you can look out and you can see some facial expressions here and there. And even if the lights are blasting you out, which they usually are, and you can't
Oh
see
yeah.
the audio, but it still gives you that good homey feeling.
Yeah.
And
I,
I like to come out after the shows and intermingle with people. I
see
really dig it.
not a lot of people do that anymore.
I love
They
doing it.
don't.
I feel compelled to do that. It's like, let's just go out and check them out like in their regular. They're not sitting up there going, wow. Now they're just, they pipe down too. Your adrenaline came down, theirs came down too. Show's over. Okay, let's kick it a little bit. I like that. It makes you feel good. It makes you
Yes.
feel, and you feel interactive desire of interest and so forth.
It 100% agree with you. 100% agree.
Yeah,
Especially when you meet somebody you've looked up to for so long. It's a humbling experience and you feel a connection and it's just an amazing thing to feel.
yeah, it's good to feel like they're just regular people. And we're
Yeah, oh yeah.
all, and it's human nature. We're a creature of habit, one hell of one, and it feels good to know, hey, they're just like me. Not quite,
I
but
don't
well, okay, a little tilted. What the freak?
it's on my bucket list to see you play. I've got to see you play. It's on my bucket list.
Hopefully someday. I hope so. we're playing at around Halloween time. We're doing 4 gigs in Texas. That's not that far from you, but I don't know.
I think I can make that happen.
Rough. Maybe you can make it down there. Yeah.
I think I will. I think I will. I don't know if there's a maybe. I think I need to. That's pretty close.
Well, we're
So
doing the Leviathan Festival. It's called, or Levitation in Texas, around the Halloween. I've never heard of it either, but you know, apparently it's been there for a while. Everything's a festival now. It's all festive
yeah.
activity, and, and we're playing down there, and we're going to do a few surrounding gigs too. I like Texas. And we got
Texas
a
is
big
good.
base. Austin's cool, and that's where it is. So
Yeah. Yeah, there's Texas is a great place. A couple of guys I know that play in bands are in Texas and they love it.
right,
Crazy
so
son of a bitch.
and they've had some motherfucker musicians through the years. In
Uh,
Texas, play some heavy music.
oh yeah, yeah.
Mhm.
My buddy Revic from Mordant Red, he's a black metal band from Texas. Holy shit, intense, but then sweet guy, just as nice as they come.
When you get on stage, you've got the alter ego and that other persona that comes out of you, and
Oh
hopefully
yeah,
it'll merge up on stage. That's what you're there for. You're there to
I
wares, I guess you'd call it, or something. Yeah.
I was at I used to tell people it's the Jekyll and Hyde syndrome. On stage I'm Hyde, off stage I'm Jekyll.
Mm-hmm.
I was like two different people all together. It's like a split personality.
I am too. Yeah, I mean, that's pretty evident a lot of times to people, when they meet me on stage, because I'm soft spoken and uh, I don't like, we're doing an interview now, so I know it's, going to be telecast and that kind of thing. And you're aware of that, of course, in the background of your mind. So you blah, 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 foam with the mouth and go off 90 North. But generally speaking, I'm really shy when I meet fans backstage and stuff like that.
Me too. Me too. I'm a very, very like fly on the wall type of guy. Very, very like introverted by nature.
Well, I spend most of my time alone when I'm not on the road, totally alone. I live with a roommate here, and she's a wonderful person. And otherwise, I spend it all by myself. I don't really mingle with people or go out anywhere or anything. Go to 7-Eleven, the grocery store, come home. I like sitting on my ass and watching baseball and watching TV. And I watch it all on my telephone. Damn it. I don't even have a smart TV up here since I moved up to Pennsylvania from where I was. I didn't even get my TV from my old bass player Greg's house yet. And so I'm just, watch everything on my telephone. I'm sitting here like the little box, right? The magic box that does everything now. Have your whole life.
Uh, it's a blessing and a curse.
Yes, definitely both to extreme. Yeah.
Because there are times I want to take this thing and just be like
Uh-huh.
chunk it out.
Yep.
I can't stand it sometimes,
Yeah.
and that's why I tell people if you're going to talk to me, text me most of the time. It's
Okay.
rare.
I can't get into the long texting because text to me is a one-way conversation, regardless of how you look at it. You can't have interaction. And so I'm a to me guy. I'm like, call me on the phone. You want to talk to me, interact with me so that I can interject or interrupt or whatever it may be, so that I can answer back, and it's not, I have to wait for your response. I can't do it like I have too much to say and too little time.
I like to keep my texts kind of short and sweet, but
Mhm.
then if the wife needs something or if one of my buddies wants to tell me something, it's like I'm like killing me.
Because you lose interest. It's like you lose focus. It's like, yeah, it's getting pretty convoluted here. You know,
I
but it
already
can be.
have a short attention span, so I'm like,
Well, no, I'm very attentive today.
oh, me today?
Present and accounted for. That's right.
Oh God, it has been a huge pleasure talking to you. It really has been.
Thank you so very much for having me on here.
No,
Guy up or Jeremy. Oh, we won't tell these. Okay.
um as soon as I'm done recording this, if you don't mind, we could talk just a few minutes after we're done recording. Is that okay?
Absolutely. Uh-huh.
Okay. Well, once again, oh, uh, once
Stop
again,
it.
this is
Now my real personality. No, hey, having me, Sky, really. And it's
anytime.
all mine, man. I enjoyed talking with you. It was fun today. It was a lot of fun. I
It
hope people
was.
do this conscientiously and effectively. Oh, I'm sorry. This the other me.
This, God damn.
Keep us Pentagram out there, you heavy fuckers. All right. And wait for the
Just,
second album, too.
you know what? I'm gonna end it like this. This is Skya from Dead Bobby of Pentagram. Just fucking listen to his music. God damn it.